Hi guys, Andy May here. Welcome back to the channel. It is time to do an update for my Pan That palette for 2017. That was the vanilla shade. Whew, okay, clearly don't need to shake it around that much. So I'll just go over it. I will insert pictures for the progress for you guys. I did finish up the cream shade completely. I think there's some like tiny bits in the corner, but not even enough to cover half of an eyelid. I don't know, did I have Pan showing in Fawn? I have Pan showing in Fawn now. Don't know if I did before. It's a decent sized pan. I have a dip going in Camel, Sepia, Dusty Plum, Orchid, Mulberry, and Espresso, so all the top ones. I feel like Orchid is getting close to hitting Pan, and Dusty Plum might if I continue with it. White has a nice dip in it now. Khaki, Brown, and Stone all have Pan. They all had Pan last time. They may have gotten a little bigger. You'll see in the pictures. Lilac, I still don't really touch. I don't know why. I should. Wisteria already had Pan. Gray, I used a couple times, but not enough to have Pan in it. And Black, it has a dip going because I have been using it as a liner shade. Opal has started to form a dip, nothing major yet. Sand has Pan. Copper, Sienna, Apricot. Well, Apricot I did use. Copper and Sienna I haven't really used. Apricot I've used kind of as a blush type shade, and blush I used a little bit as a blush shade and a lot of a lid shade. So I do have Pan going in that one, and I feel like Merlot might hit Pan soon also. You can see the Pan or the dip going from here. Indigo, haven't touched. I don't really like that shade. It's like a black with like shimmer, and I don't like that one. And then Vanilla, Cashmere, Smoky Topaz, they all have Pans. I feel like Vanilla and Cashmere have gotten bigger. Smoky Topaz is a new pan for me. Dusty Rose has a dip going. Granite and Maroon, haven't really touched. And then Deep Teal and Caviar, you can see where I touched them previously, but I didn't expand anything. So I've got one shade finish and Pan on 10 shades. Out of 32 shades, the fact that I have Pan on, technically 11, I think I'm doing pretty good. I know I did get a question on my last one on approximately how many times I used it and how soon I was hitting Pan. I started with Dusty Plum. Dusty Plum was the one that I kind of tested it on. So I've got a decent dip going. It's kind of the one that I'm monitoring. I used it every single time I applied makeup as kind of like the outer V and a little bit into the crease. This isn't what I'm wearing today. That's just, I don't know why I pointed out my lid. But that's what I did with it. I feel like if I continued that for 2 more weeks, it'll probably get down to the Pan. I used this 5 to 6 times for 2 weeks as the outer V and crease shade. So I think I've got a decent dip going on it, and I think I can hit Pan. Now blush already had a big dip going in it, but using this every day as like my lid shade and then as a couple times as a blush shade, it hit Pan fairly quickly. So I feel like using the shade consistently for about a month, you're going to hit Pan on them. So I feel like I can definitely meet my goal on this. Really, I'd love to use as many shades as possible and use the whole palette up, but I just don't have the confidence that I'll do that for the whole palette, especially because you guys know how I feel about these darker ones. They aren't my favorite. So really my goal is to hit Pan on every shade and then use up the ones that are like my all-time favorites. Like there are a couple shades in here that if I don't finish up, that I'm not going to be upset about it, to be honest. And I will just toss the palette, pass it on. I may pop the shades out. I doubt that though. But there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the little update. Sorry it took me a minute to get it. I know that I've been out of this palette for a week already, and I have another week. I was wanting to go back and forth, but I really like spending 2 weeks total on the palette, and I've been using the IT Cosmetics. It's a newest palette I have. So I'm just going to stick with that one and then go back to this one for 2 weeks. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.